My mum always took me to church. I went to Sunday school, always went to Sunday school. In my early teens, I accepted Christ into my life and asked him to forgive my sins. But earthly living, normal living, as you call it, I drew away from that, and I did some silly things. I took drugs, cannabis, other recreation drugs, illegal drugs, and that took me away from church. I had a relationship when I was in my 20s, which didn't work out. We were both fiery, but God's forgiven me for that. Joanne became pregnant with Caitlin, who's 18 now. I had to respect her mum's wishes. I said I didn't want nothing to do for you to do I don't want nothing for you to do with your daughter, basically, and I respected the wishes. And I came back to Christ 2008/9, and I asked for forgiveness, and this is why I was ill, and I prayed that my daughter would come back into my life. When I spoke to Marie about this, and she said, if your daughter wants to come back into your life, then that's fine. I prayed and I trusted God, and I said, Lord, please, if it's meant to be for my daughter to come back into my life, let this happen. And I felt in my spirit, she will come looking for me when she's 18, and she was 18 this year. And Monday, 2 weeks ago, I had a message on Facebook from Caitlin saying, I'm your daughter, I'd like to meet you, I'd like to get to know you. And that made my day. I cried, and I met her on the Wednesday at my mum's. Now, it was supposed to be on the Friday. I couldn't wait, so I messaged my mum and said, have you got any objections of me coming, but we'll surprise Caitlin. So she didn't know I was coming, and I hid in the back garden, and Caitlin came in and spoke to my mum, grandma first, and then my mum said, I've got another surprise for you, and came and got me from the back garden, and the rest of the children, her brothers and sisters. And I walked in, and she just flung her arms around me and sobbed. I had to pick her up on the Friday, and then we came to church. She came to the River Network Church on the Sunday, and it was the 1 year anniversary of the church, and she recommitted her life to Christ. So if there's anybody out there who doesn't know Christ, there's a heaven to gain and a hell to shun. So if you just ask, and just simple prayer, Lord, please forgive me of my sins. Jesus, I believe you died on the cross for me to forgive my sins. Come into my life now. Take over my life. I pray that in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.